Well, hello, it's Friday the 14th, happy Valentine's, and I have just got back from doing all my errands, and I've got a few hours now where I can crack on and get started with the Cognac Sweater, so I'm very, very excited. This is the bag I've decided to put it in, my creative gallery. It's a bit full at the minute, but and if you haven't seen my podcast, I'll tell you which yarns I'm doing it with. So this is a cowl that's being run by Good Knits, and it is being run till the end of March, but it depends when you see this video. It's March 2025, so you know, you could be seeing this after it's ended, but I'm taking part in the Good Knits Cognac cowl, and I'm holding two yarns together. I'm holding this one, which I got at the Woolly Good Gathering. It's a Zakami yarn, and it's 100% Corriedale, fingering weight, 400 meters in 100 grams. And I've got two of those, although I've said before, but I'll say here because it's a separate video, they do differ a lot, both of those skeins. So what I'm going to be doing is alternating skeins, doing one row of one row of another, to try and give myself a more even, cohesive fabric. And I'm also using this lovely soft pink cloud. It's all wound up now into cakes. I did it the other day, and it's from the Fibre Co, and it's Cirro, and it's called Graceful, the colour, and I've had them in stash for quite some time. I got them from Northern Yarns in Lancaster. Anything else for me to say before I get started? I've made a coffee, I've cast on, I'm doing size 4. I did a gauge swatch, and I'll just show you that. The gauge for the pattern is 16 by, I can't remember what the row gauge is. Let me check on my iPad. One moment. Should have the pattern up here. Yep. So the gauge in the pattern is 16 stitches by 22 rows. I'm getting 17 stitches by 23 rows. I've done all the maths, checked everything, and I will be doing the size 4, but I will then end up with a size that is between size 3 and 4. And I think that gave me 42-inch bust circumference, if I remember rightly from when I did the maths. Anyways, that's what I'm doing, size 4. And I've still got enough yarn to be doing the size 4, but obviously I probably won't use quite as much as stated in the pattern because it's going to be in between a 3 and a 4. I didn't really think that one stitch would make such a difference, so I would recommend you doing the maths if you haven't, and you're doing a pattern and you're only one stitch off. I often think, oh, I'm only one stitch off, it doesn't matter. But then when I checked, I would have been very, very close to my actual bust circumference if I had done the size 3. So, yeah. We shall see if it works out and if my maths is correct. But like I say, I've cast on the correct number of stitches, and I've got a good couple of hours now just to sit in my cosy knitting corner and enjoy knitting and probably watching a few podcasts, which is going to be great. I've got the house to myself. So I've been sat here for the last few hours knitting, well, few hours knitting away. I had a few false starts and I thought I better check my gauge because I know quite often with me, even if I do a swatch, it tells porcupines and yeah, I'm actually hitting gauge now. So this is all I've done. I'll show you my progress. Only this little triangle because I was reading the pattern wrong, which doesn't help. Now I thought I'd be further on than I am, and I'm about to rip this back and start again, because if I do a size 4 now with I'm bang on gauge now, I think this will end up too big and there's no point carrying on. I want the end garment to be right, so I'm going to rip this back and start again, and I'll see you when I've made some more progress. Wish me luck. I'm beginning to think that sweater in a week might have been a very ambitious thing to challenge myself with. It is now 1:15 on Saturday afternoon, and I thought I would get my knitting was all bunched up, so I thought I'd get it onto a larger needle and then I could try and show you. I've decided I've got my 2 yarns in here in this yarn bowl, and this one to the side, and that seems to be working to stop them getting in a total tangle. There was a few ends from when I was doing the initial setup sections, and I will try my best to show you, because even though I've transferred this to a bigger needle, it is still quite bunched up, and this is what we're getting so far. So I am working, that's the front neck line, and I am working on the sleeve increases at the moment. That's the sleeve section. I think I'm getting a pretty nice fabric with these yarns, and I should get plenty of knitting time today. It's absolutely miserable outside. You will have just seen the dog is curled up on his blanket fast asleep, and yeah, we've no plans today. Boys are at the dad's, so I just get to done my errands this morning and I get to sit and knit. But I think I'm feeling a lot better today, because yesterday just everything went wrong. There was so many false starts, it was unreal. But I feel as though I'm making good progress now. And the fabric, it feels lovely. I hope this turns out nice and it's a wearable garment, because I mean with the yarns I've used, because it was just a dive into stash and find what I had, and I'm pretty pleased with how it's looking. I don't know if it'll be my colour or not, because I wouldn't normally choose these. What do you think? But yeah, I think if this Cirro turns out to be one that I can wear against my skin, because I'm a bit funny with the fluffs, it might be an alternative to use. I don't often, to be fair, want to use the fluff in a garment. I do like just using one strand and you know, just upping to a DK if it's a fingering with a fluff. Because I don't actually like lots of fluffy jumpers, but and like I say, my tolerance is very low to I definitely can't wear I find mohair quite itchy, but yeah, it's coming along, so I'm gonna crack on with this, and I will update you later. I'm just about to split 4 sleeves, so I thought I'd do a bit of a try on and show you what it's looking like. I think it's looking lovely. I've got some sort of problem here with this and I'm hoping I can fix that. But otherwise I think the fit's great. I'm really liking the neckline, so I'm hoping it doesn't cinch in too much when I do the I-cord edging. But I'd say, I'm sorry, I'm looking over behind you in the mirror. Overall, I'm pretty pleased so far, and I think it's going to be, yeah, it's looking nice. I forgot to tell you as well, I ended up with all my disasters on Friday, so, you know, I had to cast on a few extra times. I had to untangle a massive yarn knot because my yarn management wasn't great, hence why I'm now using this. And I just wanted to confirm that originally I was going to make size 3. My bust circumference is 37 inches and I was going to make the size 3. When I originally did my gauge swatch, my gauge was 17 stitches by 23 rows, I think it was. And then so my decision was to make size 4, and I'd end up with a sweater that was in between size 3 and size 4 in the pattern. When I came to start knitting the sweater, I decided after I'd done a short section, check my gauge, and my gauge was actually 16 stitches, so I was bob on gauge. So I just decided at that point, with the advice from the lovely knitters in the chat on Instagram for the Cognac Cal, that I would rip it back and start again. I'd basically just done the back wedge, so I did that, and I'm pleased I did, because otherwise it would have been way too big for me, and I think this is, fingers crossed, turning out to be a great fit. So I am knitting size 3 and I am on gauge now with this pattern. Hello, it is Monday. It's about 3:15 in the afternoon. The boys are off, hence why I'm doing this video this week, because I've got a little bit more time because I don't have the drop-offs and pick-ups, and generally when it's half term I don't book. I try not to work very much so that I can spend more time with them, but it does give me a bit more knitting time. So I haven't done much this morning, but I have put in, last night, this morning really, but just before I started knitting, I put in a light bulb stitch marker, and the progress has been slow, but we've been out, we've taken the dog for a lovely long walk around the local park, we've been the food shop, you know, we've done the post office run, all these sorts of things have been done this morning. I've done some tidying, we've had our lunch, and like I say, it's now about 3:15 and I'm just sitting down now, and I should get a couple of hours solid knitting now, so I'm hoping I can make progress. But so far today I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and this is what we're looking at. So at this point in the video, are you changing your vote? Do you think I'll have this finished by bedtime Thursday? Because that is my, well really, to do it in a week, I only started it about 11 o'clock on Friday morning. So if I haven't quite finished it Thursday evening, then I could just still do a little bit on Friday morning. I'm pretty pleased with the progress. It's been, I can't say it's been plain sailing. A lot of the problems on the first day was all down to me, as you will have heard. But it's a really good pattern. I'm enjoying knitting it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the finished object will look like. Now, normally at this point, I would probably run out of all of yarn, and I would go back in now and do the neckline. But because I am using my 2 skeins together in the body, along with my other yarn, I don't really want to cut it to start the neckline. So I'm just going to keep going basically until I finish the body. Once the body's fully finished, I will then do the neckline straight away, and then I will look at doing the sleeves. Now, I have got the amount of yarn that's recommended in the pattern, but I've not weighed these, and that's all I've got left of my 2 skeins. Yarn management is a lot better now because I'm using this yarn bowl, which has got quite a few different holes on. So I've got them coming out of separate holes, and I'm changing at the moment pretty much every row. I just look at the size of the skein, the cakes, sorry. And then this one seemed to be a bigger cake. So I've been maybe sometimes doing a couple rows of this and one of that, but the idea is that I'm wanting to change every round. I am finding that once I get set up and I have this over this side of me, my other 2, the yarn bowl this side, this fluffy one this side, and I get it all ready, and then I start knitting, it's absolutely fine, and I can, you know, get cracking, as it were. So 2 hours now. Let's see how much I can do in 2 hours. Well, I've finished the body. Pretty pleased with the overall fit and everything. It's not blocked yet. One little problem you can probably see is that the I-cord edging is rolling up. Now, I'm hoping that when I block it, I can flatten that down. And I'm hoping I can get just a smidgen more length, so it's more coming down about here. But I think the fit is absolutely lovely. Just got the sleeves to do now. I'll just get my scales and I'm going to weigh what yarn I've got left so I can tell you what it is. So I forgot to say a minute ago, sorry, that what I did do with the I-cord, because I've had problems with my I-cord being really tight before, I went up to a 6.5mm for doing my I-cord, and it does seem to have worked good and it's not too stiff. So I'm hoping I can block it and then pin it, get maybe a tiny bit more length, and then it will hopefully stay flat. The other option is to tuck it in, which with an I-cord it's not too bulky, is it? I've just weighed my 2 cakes, and out of the 200 grams that I started with originally, I have got 42 grams left. So it doesn't look like a lot, but I'm thinking that should be plenty for 2 sleeves if I've done all this already. Fingers crossed. I don't really like playing yarn chicken. It probably isn't yarn chicken, but it just feels like it at the minute. Next job is I'm going to do the I-cord around the neck. So same as I have done on the bottom of the body, I am going to do it with a 6.5mm needle. So this morning, just a little update for you. I finished my book, which was The Clockwork Girl. Really good twist at the end. So definitely, if you like thrillers and historical thrillers, I definitely recommend reading that. I didn't see the twist coming at all, and sometimes I do suspect these things, but I didn't in this one. So I was knitting and reading this morning. I finished off the body. I've done the I-cord edging. We then went out for a walk with the dog. He's absolutely shattered now. And did a bit of, picked up a couple of bits at the shop, went on the walk. And then I've come back and I've just, like I say, just finished off this I-cord. So, yeah. Progress is definitely being made, and it is only Tuesday. It's about 3 o'clock, I think, now. So I'm going to make myself a coffee and get cracking with this collar. I'm really, really beginning to think that I might just get this done. Yes. Well, I'm just about to make pizza, and I thought I'd come on and do a little bit of an update. So you saw me trying it on when I'd done the I-cord edging on the bottom. So the body's all finished now, but I have sewn in all my ends, and there was quite a few. I've tried to fix a few of the places where they were a bit iffy looking, the stitches, but it's some successful, some not. I tried using the duplicate stitch technique, but I'm not sure if that was quite right, and I'm hoping that in some of the sections I can sort of tweak it when I'm blocking as well. Like I say, I always have issues when I join a new yarn. There's always seems to be some sort of weird tension going on. The fluff helps to disguise some of it, and some of them I managed to fix, and I'm getting better at it each time I do a project, but it's a bit frustrating. So if you've got any tips for that, that'd be great. Also, I've found that doing the I-cord, I'm terrible at joining the I-cord together and making it look neat. But luckily, it's at the back edge here, so it doesn't look too bad. And the other one is under the arm, so hopefully it won't be noticeable when I wear it. This is how we're looking so far. I think the neckline is looking lovely, and yeah, all the ends are sewn in now, so that's great, and I'm really pleased with the way the fabric has turned out on here. I think alternating the skeins has really helped to distribute the odd darker speckles better, and all in all, apart from my first day, this has been a very quick knit, a very enjoyable knit. Do want to say though, this week I've had an excessive amount of knitting time, so it's not typical, and I just thought, given that I've got the extra time, I wanted to get these yarns out of stash, and it would be good to challenge myself and see if I could actually get this done in a week. To be fair, normally I wouldn't want to be rushing, because it's I'm trying a lot at the moment to improve my quality and the finish of my knits. I have more polished items in my wardrobe. But that's a bit of a tangent, isn't it? So what do we think? Just the sleeves now to do, and it is about 5:30 on Tuesday. I've got a lovely evening ahead of me of, you guessed it, much more knitting. My partner's doing his model painting and the boys have gone off to the dads. So yeah, I do really think that I've got a big chance of this being done, but the majority of the knitting really, I've had a lot of time up until now, but tomorrow is going to be a little bit busier. I've got Mona coming for her nails, hopefully, and then I've got a client tomorrow night, and then Thursday we've got dentist, lovely, and we're going out for a coffee with my mum because it's half term, and then I've got a client again. So like I say, I do try and keep work to the minimum when the boys are off. But the next couple of days are going to be a bit more busier. So let's see if I can still, it's 2 sleeves. Can I get that done and have it finished? And then I'm hoping to block it and see what happens with this bottom edging. Wish me luck. Well, hello. It is Tuesday. It's about 12:30. I'm just waiting for Mona to come for her nails, and I thought I'd do a little try on as I haven't had any chat with you today. We're getting down to the wire now. I've only got today and tomorrow, maybe a bit of Friday morning to get this finished. So fingers crossed for me. I'm not sure. Hopefully I can, because I've been quite busy this morning getting bits of stuff done. Hopefully I can crack on after I've done Mona's nails. We shall see. But as you can see, I'm having this massive problem with the rolling of the I-cord edging. Otherwise it would be a really great fit and length. I'll just stand up and I'm hoping you can still see the bottom of my top there. If it wasn't rolled up, would be about there. And then obviously I'll probably get a little teeny bit in blocking, because this has got quite a bit of alpaca in it. So, you know, hopefully, because the fluff I was looking at before is a alpaca, cotton and wool blend. I think it's a 40-40-20, so it probably will grow a bit, so we'll need to take that into consideration with the sleeves. This is the sleeve I'm working on at the moment. I'm probably going to bring it down just about to my wrist bone, which is here, and then hopefully it'll just grow slightly, again in blocking. And yeah, fingers crossed I'll have enough yarn and all that sort of thing. I'm loving how the neckline's laying. I am absolutely loving the fit of this on me. Really pleased with how it's turning out. I think it's going to actually be a very wearable piece, and I think it will actually, even though it's not a colour I'd normally choose and it probably isn't the best for my skin tone, I think it's going to look quite nice with jeans. And it will be, you know, the neckline is, I love this neckline. So if you know of any patterns that have more of an open neckline like this, I probably will make another version of this in the future, because it's quite good for yarn and stuff. Doesn't take up masses of yarn, and also I would quite like to do the ribbed version, but I probably would only still do a very, very short ribbing on the neck, because I like the way this neck is fitting on me, and the short rows and everything are obviously perfect for me. Yeah, I just think it's a very, very well thought out garment. The pattern, it's not a beginner pattern, it's definitely intermediate, and it does take a bit of concentration, especially for the upper parts here. there's nothing majorly difficult. It's just that you need to concentrate. You know, you're doing a wedge and you're picking up stitches, you're doing your little bits for the fronts. You just really do need to concentrate, which is why I had a few false starts and one thing and another. But at the moment, so far, so good. Not sure if it is going to be done, but I'm going to try my best because I've got Mona coming for her nails this afternoon. Then I've got a bit of time. I've already made tea. I've done all of that. I've been very organised, but I am working tonight, so I might not get as much knitting done tonight. If I can get this sleeve finished by the end of today, I'll be really, really happy. The other sleeve then needs to be done tomorrow. Again, I'm quite busy. We've got dentist, I'm going out for a coffee with my mum, and then I am working. So it all just depends how that all pans out. So wish me luck, because I really do want to get this finished, and I want to actually get it blocked and just see how this fabric is once it's blocked, because it's a lovely fabric, and I wouldn't say it's stiff, but I can't really describe it. I'm hoping it has a little bit more drape when it blocks, and I don't mind if the neck even opens up a bit more, although it is pretty perfect as it is. I've got nothing on under this, by the way, and it is definitely, it's light as a feather. It's beautifully soft against my skin, and I'm quite surprised because this is the first time I've ever worn a fluff that has felt like this. Now maybe that's because it's got 40% cotton, I'm not sure, but it's definitely one that I will consider using in the future. What I'm saying, not
shots? Who's having shots?
You can't come up.
Yes, you want to be.
Okay. So, Mona's here.
I have nails. Aren't they good? Yep, she's the woman for nails. If you're around the area, come here. Best gel manicure you ever get.
So, first order of business is, will I finish?
Of course you will.
By Friday.
Of course you will. It's quite cropped, isn't it?
Well, not when you stretch it down. It comes to about here.
Okay.
And I'm hoping it's going to grow a bit. Who knows?
I'm just,
What do you think of the fabric?
I love it. I think it is so squishy and nice. I want one like that now.
Cirro. Fibre Co.
Obviously not in that colour because I'd probably look naked.
That's what I'm worried about.
But but you've got a different colour to me.
Yeah.
You're not as pink as I am. I will literally look naked. So no. Anyway, I brought you something to have a look at. My
So Mona's brought some of her
just for
whips.
Looking. I don't even know. Oh God, all the stuff I've got in here. Crazy. Kitchen sink. Right. This is the very first baby steps. Oops. Of my calm down cardigan. If you can see.
Oh, the colour's lovely.
See, it's like an acid wash.
What yarn is this?
It's needle and thread. It's a blue-faced Leicester.
I thought I could feel a bit more toothiness.
But it's nice. I mean, it's nowhere near like this. This
feels soft.
It's pegant. It's really nice. I mean, I don't have to wear anything under it. I know I am now, but that's because I'm cold. But this is not as toothy as this. So that's definitely...
I think it just feels dry to me.
Yeah,
quite dry. But
once you wash it,
colour.
And that, it is absolutely gorgeous. And imagine that, in spring, with some light coloured jeans and some Converse and a white t-shirt.
Certainly going to have a better drape than my version.
You mean less drape?
Yeah, less drape.
So that is that. And what else have I got? That's just the rest of my vertices, you know. I've not done any on that since I've last had it out here, so I keep meaning to do some on it, but I don't. But this...
When did we do that video?
Oh my god, forever. Like, I don't know.
November?
Yeah, November. This is the never-ending jumper.
This is stunning.
It is gorgeous, don't get me wrong, and it looks lovely on.
So the pattern?
Cognac Sweater. And it is...
No, I went like that with the mic.
I could literally just see it out the corner of my eye, and I'm like, what the hell is she doing? But anyway, it's the Cargill by the Clear Beer. Said that very German sounding then, didn't I?
You did.
And I don't know
love
why.
the colour of this. And it's super soft.
It's all drops yarn. It's brushed alpaca and kit silk drops in pistachio ice cream. So yeah, it's lovely. But what's really strange is the body seemed to be a lot quicker to knit than these sleeves. I don't know why, but honestly, a week and a half for a sleeve. And it just seems to be taking forever.
Looks very nice.
It is very nice. I've made a couple of mistakes in feeding in the pattern. You can, if you really want to be picky.
You can't. It looks stunning, that.
I don't care. It's on the back, so it's fine. But yeah, that would be nice. I just hope I can get it finished before it gets too warm.
Yeah.
Because I really do want to wear it soon. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And it is so soft. You know, a lot of people say drops kid silk is scratchy. Feel that. That's not scratchy.
I can't. It's not scratchy. It feels lovely and soft, but I can't. That's probably because it's got the alpaca with it. But I can't wear sweaters with mohair in. They just
I can literally wear this on skinners, no problem. And I've already blocked
that
it.
drops alpaca though.
And it's not grown at all. So the silk is definitely doing its job there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've bought for you and you to have a look at.
Yes.
And that is it really. Yeah, that's all I have in my goodie bag, except for these. Present from my son, Knit Pro bamboo needles, and honestly I love this. This is the most practical thing ever, because I always have it with me now, and I always have the right needle size. So yeah,
As we know,
yeah,
from me doing my swatch,
from your Starbucks
swatch
dilemma. Where is your cardigan anyway? I've not seen your cardigan.
Oh, have you not?
No, I haven't. Tin of goodies.
I've fallen out of love a bit with this.
Why?
Just because it's, I don't know, the yarn's all...
It's not only because it's frogged yarn.
There you go.
See? I mean, you can tell the difference. It looks fine.
I'm doing the bottom rib now.
Well, at least it'll fit, regardless of what you think of it. But,
well, yeah, it's going to fit me.
It'll fit. But it'll be fine. I think it'll be absolutely fine.
It's a very, very enjoyable knit. That's for sure.
I couldn't make heads or tail. It was just too much. I prefer the less information, the better kind of patterns. And I read it and I was just like, no.
I think you'd enjoy knitting that though.
I would. But I would literally have to go through the pattern entirely and just take some sections out. It's just so wordy for me.
It is wordy.
And I struggle with that. It's just information overload for me. But yeah, I think I would enjoy knitting it. Because I like a good garter stitch.
Yeah, thought you did. Well, I think that's everything from us. And,
yeah, back to work.
Yeah, back to work, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
See you.
So it's early morning and I thought I'd just give you a quick update. This is what the sleeve is looking like. I've finished all the increases. I've just got to do a few rounds of just knitting now, as it states in the pattern, and then I am going to try it on. It's the last day. Can I get this sleeve finished by bedtime tonight, even though we've got a few things going on? Dentist, coffee with mum, and a client tonight. I really hope so. And then, will this, flipping out, Vinny, will this block out, or am I going to need to go back and fix it? Who knows? So it's about 7:30 Thursday evening and I'm on the final push now, and I'll just show you where I'm up to. So I tried it on earlier today. I've not had much time to film, unfortunately. I've been busy. I've just finished working. First sleeve is done. I'm happy with the length and I'm also happy if it grows a little bit. It's currently coming to similar to what these are. And I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 7 decreases on this second sleeve, and I do 12 in total. So not far to go. Everything crossed that I will get this finished by bedtime. And the only thing that I think might be an issue, but I need to block this first before I decide, is the bottom edge, and I hope you can see that there. It's rolling up quite significantly and I'm not sure if it's long enough. So once I've blocked and pinned it, hopefully it will grow a little bit in length. If it doesn't, I'm hoping I have a tiny bit of yarn left and I could go in, unpick the I-cord and then do a little bit more length and decide if I'm going to do the I-cord again or not, depending on the rolling situation. But that will probably have to be done over the weekend once it's been blocked. But I'm hoping that I will get this sleeve done. I'll be able to do a try on and I will show you in the morning. I did it. So it's currently about 9:30 on Friday morning. As you'll know, because you've just watched this video through to this point, I started around 10:30 last Friday. So close to the wire, but I have done this in 1 week, which is quite something really. Overall, apart from my initial hiccups and whatnots on the first day, which did actually hold me back a bit in getting this done quicker. I probably would have had it done Thursday evening if it hadn't have been for those few hiccups. And if I did the pattern again, obviously I'll know what to expect and what to do. I am likely to do this pattern again. I really think the fit of this sweater is lovely on me. The only issue I have with my version is that I think I've done the body a bit too short, but I was really concerned about running out of the fingering weight yarn. I had 2 skeins, which, excuse me, the pattern did say that I would have enough to do my size, which I did a size 3. And this is what I've got left of the 2 skeins. And it is 28 grams. So I've got quite a bit left there. So I'm going to block this. I am going to pin it, see if I can get the bottom to stop rolling, because if I get a little bit more length out of this and it stops rolling, it's probably going to be the perfect length on me. Not that you can see this now, but I'll just stand up. I have just taken some B-roll that you will have seen. This is where it's hitting me at the moment. When I just smooth it down, and then probably I would like it to be a bit more like there. So if I can get it to flatten and add an extra inch with pinning, then I think it will be pretty much perfect. I'm happy with the sleeves. I won't mind if they grow a little bit, but I don't want them to grow too much. But other than those, other than the I-cord rolling and me possibly knitting it a little bit shorter than I should have, I think overall it's a lovely fit. I feel nice in it. What I am actually surprised about is that I actually like the fabric, because I don't normally like, well, haven't up until now, liked any sweaters that I've knit really that have got the fluff in. I do have my cloud sweater, as I call it, which I can wear against my skin, and I do enjoy wearing, but again, that's the arms are a bit too long on that. So if I go back and fix the sleeves, then maybe be more happy. But this one, compared to that, this one feels as light as a feather. It actually is so soft against my skin, and the combination of these 2 colours I really like. Whether it suits me or not is another matter, but I think I would definitely consider using the Fibre Cirro again, because I just think it looks lovely. It's going to be very interesting to see what this garment looks like once it's been blocked, how it feels, the drape is, all that sort of thing. And what I will do is I'm obviously going to block this today, and I will update you in next week's podcast. I'll also be doing the birthday prizes, so look out for that. Oh, Royal Mail. So I don't think there's anything more that I want to say about this. I've loved the pattern, the fit's great, so I will definitely knit this again. I've got some Yarn Tree, U-Tree Yarn Craft yarn in stash that originally I'd got for the very V. But having knit my first one with the 4 skeins and seeing how cropped it is and everything, and that I've only managed to get the 3/4 length sleeves with the same amount of yarn, I think that I might actually use that to make another version of this and do the twisted rib finishings. And yeah, I think that will be fantastic. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget the gift knit cal, early bird gift knit cal is starting very soon. Look out on Instagram for more updates on that, and head over to the Discord if you want to get involved. That's what I'm going to be doing this weekend, figuring out what my first cast on will be and getting all my yarns and needles ready for the 1st of March. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.